Good afternoon, everyone. We're going to start in about 5 minutes. So if you wanted to get your beverages and grab a snack, we'll start in about 5 minutes. Everyone, we'll get you to have a seat now, if you don't mind, please. Start migrating to the chairs, if you don't mind. I need bifocals.
How are you? Is there a static mic up there, or do we need to hold?
Yep, there's one right on the podium. It's a little short, so you might have to lean down a little bit, but this is here for you as well. So
I prefer to have the static one instead of trying to read off the paper.
I'm kind of the same, but it's right here, so tall enough. All right, everyone. Last chance to grab a seat, please. Last one standing has to sing a song. Everybody scrambles. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to come and celebrate with us this wonderful day. My name is Dean McIsaac. I am one of the newer members of the Genesis team. I am a success manager for the Enterprise program, which we are here to celebrate today. It's really funny, I being one of the newer people, I thought it was interesting that they let me get up here and talk in front of everyone right now. So if everything goes really, really well, it's Michelle's fault. If everything goes bad, you know who to blame, it's me. So one thing I did want to get out of the way, we did forget to invite most of the founders. Nothing, okay. No more jokes, that was the only one I'll try. Please allow me to extend special greetings to the Honorable Andrew Parsons, Minister of Industry, Energy, and Technology, Carl T., the Director of Enterprise for the Atlantic Canada Opportunity Agencies in Newfoundland and Labrador, and Dr. Vian Timmins, the President and Vice Chancellor of MUN. And to all those who can make it here in person today, and to those live streaming at home, thank you for your time and attendance, and for your attention and support that you've provided to all of our companies and our founders throughout the years. Just a few housekeeping items when we get started. The bathrooms are located directly outside this door to the right. If that one's occupied, we just go around to the front near the entrance, and there's a series of bathrooms over on that wall. The fire muster point is out by the end of the parking lot on Signal Hill Road, so if there is an emergency, we all muster over there. And COVID is still lingering, so if people are being distant with their space, please just respect people's wishes and make sure that we all do the right thing and keep ourselves healthy and safe today. Before we begin our proceedings in earnest, let me introduce Laura Aguida, I hope I pronounced that correctly, to do the land acknowledgement.
Okay, hello everyone. So before we start, we would like to acknowledge that the lands on which Memorial University's campuses are situated are in the traditional territories of diverse indigenous groups. And we acknowledge with respect the diverse histories and cultures of the Beothuk, Mi'kmaq, Innu, and Inuit of this province. Thank you and enjoy.
Thank you so much, Laura. And before we move on to our proceedings, we have a special announcement from Dr. Vian Timmins.
Thank you so much, Dean. We all probably just got notice that the Queen just passed at 96 years of age, the only monarch that I know in my lifetime, longest serving monarch. We have a campus in England, Harlow campus, and we have a history in Canada with Queen. So whether you're a monarchist or not, I think she's deserving of us taking a moment of silence to honor her long legacy and her contribution to the Commonwealth. So maybe we'll take a moment of silence, please.
Thank you, Dr. Timmins. So, Genesis helps build amazing companies. When I first moved to St. John's over a decade ago, I was one of the people who was always fascinated with what Genesis was. it was kind of an enigmatic wonderland of mystery and fun where robots and flying cars, get created and everything's really fun and interesting. And after being here myself now for just 4 months, I can say that it's like a dream come true for me to be here with the Enterprise program, helping amazing people do amazing things. And it really is that land of flying cars in the future. What we're doing here today with these companies and the things that are getting created are the next steps for St. John's, for Newfoundland, and moving forward and creating just amazing economy and wonderful, inventive, amazing companies. So this is actually a really amazing time for Genesis as well. I mean, last year we had 6 companies graduate. Today we have the highest number of graduates that we've ever had. We have 8 companies graduating today. I think that deserves a round of applause. That's really amazing, right? So the companies graduating today are graduating from the Enterprise program, which is the Genesis flagship 3-year incubation program. Enterprise provides crucial non-dilutive early stage funding. We have connections, there's programming, mentorship, and we help build companies that will, by the end of year 3, hopefully reach that $1 million mark in annual recurring revenue. So far, companies that have gone through the Enterprise program have raised over $624 million in capital. $220 million in annual recurring revenues are happening right now because of the companies that have come from Enterprise. And over 2,500 jobs have been created in Newfoundland and Labrador, and that's no small feat. That's really amazing. And in my short time with Genesis, I've learned that Enterprise was actually the original program. So it didn't even have a name at first. It was just something amazing that we did. And I'm proud to say that today there's a whole suite of programming at Genesis. And from ideation to unicorn status, we offer the services that have you covered, and we can help you get to unicorn status. We all know that the government of Newfoundland is an amazing supporter of Genesis and its companies. The Department of Industry, Energy, and Technology helps Genesis and its companies as a leader of innovation and economic development and diversification. It's so wonderful to see Newfoundland and Labrador, taking such a progressive and supportive stance. And we all know a big part of that comes from the Honorable Andrew Parsons, Minister of Industry, Energy, and Technology. Please welcome the Minister to the stand for greetings and remarks.
Hello. All good? Good? Okay. Well, hello everyone, and thank you, Dean, for the introduction, and thank you all for having me here. I'm absolutely thrilled to be here at this ceremony. It's not my first one, but every time I come here, the fact is the first couple of the, events that we had with Genesis, it was always on Zoom, or we were separated. We couldn't all get in the same room. So every time I can get in this room in particular and celebrate success is always a big, big day. I'm not going to say a whole lot because I think today is to talk about the graduates that we have here. And I'm extremely pleased to say that I've been lucky enough over the last couple of years to have met several of the companies and the founders. We've been on trips, and to see the success, it's not just here in Newfoundland and Labrador, but these companies are flying the flag internationally, throughout Canada, throughout the world, and I think that's one of the important things, is that we're not just Newfoundland and Labrador successes, it's Canadian successes. And again, moving forward into new markets, that's the best way for us to continue on, is to spread the word that what's happening here, what's being created here, can be successful and flourish anywhere that we go in this world. I will say, though, that you cannot just talk about graduates without talking about the institution, and that's where we come to Genesis. And I know she's not going to want to hear this, but somebody just celebrated a 20-year anniversary of being here at Genesis. She's been a big part of it. Certainly, she has been extremely helpful to me coming into this role. So I just want to say to Michelle, congratulations on your 20 years. I think part of the reason that we have the biggest graduating class ever comes down to Michelle and team and what they've done. And truly, it's a model to be taken and copied, hopefully elsewhere. It really is successful. And thank you for taking someone that had very little background and bringing me in and educating me. And that's no small feat when it comes to educating me. I look at Dr. Timmons, and again, I want to say a big thank you. Memorial and all of our post-secondary institutions are going to be crucial to this, not only the future success. I mean, when I was at a conference recently abroad, Christine was there, and we were talking about the fact that, there's so much good going on. We talked about some of the things we need to fix, but it really isn't a start-stop. It's an ongoing journey, And part of that journey is going to need to be, we need more people here, and we need them trained in Newfoundland and Labrador and staying here. And Memorial University has been a huge, huge part of that. Now, contrary to what Dean said earlier, Dean said if anything good happens, Michelle gets the credit. If it's bad, Dean takes the blame. It's the opposite in our department. If anything good happens, it was all me. If anything was bad that happened, I'm looking at this table over here, and I see Steve, and I see Baxter, I see Kirk here somewhere, I see Eric. The reality is, if it doesn't go right, these folks are to blame. But everybody knows I'm obviously kidding. Look, these individuals I just mentioned are part of IET, and I got to tell you, I'm surrounded by some really awesome people. And the fact is that you're graduating today, but our department, Genesis, everybody, this support network doesn't go anywhere even after graduation. We stay there. We need to continue to be a part of your success. And the reality is that the hard work that's done in our department is done by people like Steve and Baxter and Eric and Kirk. So thank you for that, and thank you for everything you've done to help, again, to drive the success that we're seeing in these graduates today. I look forward to watching what goes on next. I look forward to hearing from everybody. All I can say to you is that every day I get up, and I can honestly say it's interesting and fun to go to work, and when I get to come down here and see people creating ideas and coming up with stuff that my brain can never, ever come up with that, it's pretty cool. So just keep doing what you're doing. You've been here now, you've been successful, you're gonna keep being successful, and just know that you got a lot of people behind you that want to continue to be a part of that going forward. So thank you for having me. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. You certainly deserve your success and deserve to celebrate today. So happy graduation day. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your comments and your great words. And Michelle certainly deserves those as well, yes. And really interesting point about when you're done with the enterprise program, it's a really great point that you're not done with Genesis. I was asked earlier by Josh, so if we're graduating, does that mean we're kicked out? Sheepishly, right? No, but we're still here for you, and it's part of the whole journey that we're doing together. So, no more free drink tickets for you. So it should be no secret that Genesis and the entrepreneurial and innovation ecosystem would be far less robust without the amazing ongoing support of ACOA. ACOA has been a long-standing partner and an ally for Genesis and all of its companies. With a wealth of programming and expertise, they play a critical role for many of our startups. So please welcome Carl T., the Director of Enterprise for ACOA Newfoundland and Labrador, to present greetings.
Thanks, Dean. So good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here on behalf of the Atlantic Canada Opportunities Agency to participate in your event today. It's great to have the opportunity to celebrate the latest group of Genesis graduates. I'd also like to congratulate Genesis on its 25th anniversary. These milestones demonstrate an impressive commitment year after year to enabling high-growth firms to excel and thrive. Entrepreneurs like today's graduates are leading the way with their innovative businesses and solutions. They advance our province's growing tech sector and create good jobs here at home. According to TechNL, local technology companies contribute over $1.6 billion to the Newfoundland and Labrador economy and employ close to 4,000 people. So this growth isn't happening in a vacuum. It's powered by organizations like Genesis and TechNL and others, which help the industry tap into new business opportunities. At the student level, MUN's Center for Entrepreneurship helps aspiring entrepreneurs to get their innovative business ideas off of the ground. In addition, Memorial's collaboration with industry is helping to improve the talent pipeline with new graduate programs and specialized training such as accelerated analytics and machine learning. At ACOA, we work closely with Memorial to advance innovation within the university community. We also support the technology sector by helping companies to go to market, expand, and create jobs. ACOA has worked with Genesis for many years to support its efforts to develop a more diverse and innovative economy in this region. Genesis provides a nurturing environment for startups to mature and develop into amazing companies. In fact, many Genesis clients are or will become ACOA clients. And the Enterprise Program is just one example of the great work Genesis does to support the growth of startups. With access to space, mentors, and a suite of programs, startups can mature and add to the successful group of Genesis graduates in our province. So with that, I congratulate the 8 companies graduating here today. I know the path to get here isn't easy. It took years of hard work, long hours, and dedication to reach this point. Fortunately, Genesis is a wonderful partner to have in your corner and is committed to your success. So hats off to Michelle and the great team here at Genesis. Your work is helping to guide the next generation of technology companies in this province. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Carl. Now we're getting to the good stuff. We're going to talk about the companies. So before that, Genesis would not be able to make all these, would not be able to help make all these amazing companies without the amazing support from our only shareholder, Memorial University. Memorial is our greatest partner and supporter. Please give a round of applause for Dr. Vian Timmons to come back up and present the awards. So after each award presentation with the photo, the founder has an opportunity to say a few words. I'll leave the handheld mic, and this mic here is available as well. And preferably say something nice about Genesis. You know, it's a good time. All right, so first we have Jesse McCaw from Avero Robotics. Jesse completed major contracts with oil and gas giants with his first product, Rudy, which is a guy wire climbing robot for conducting non-destructive testing of stationary wire ropes. Round of applause, please.
Okay, I thought that went on the wall down in Genesis there. Oh, okay. This one or either one? Wow. Yeah, so I guess this is what I get for picking a company with an A as the first letter. I get to go up here first, and I don't believe anyone told me, or at least I didn't notice that there was a requirement to speak. But no, it's awesome to be up here. Yeah, it's been a long road. I look back, and 3 years in Genesis, while it was incredibly long, it also flew by. COVID, adapting to that and having the support of the other companies and being able to talk to some of the other founders about it, because everyone had to fight through that together. So Genesis, having just that group of people to talk to, kind of work through that was amazing. Definitely thanks to Michelle and Andrew, were the two I probably talked to the most, especially Andrew, getting us up and running, and then all the support that Genesis had, especially being able to tap into what Memorial could offer us through technical services, where we're a hardware-based company, having the machinists there who really their time, like the amount of advice that they gave to us on how to ease fabrication, how to make this all fall together was amazing. And out the front door, a lot of thanks to the Newfoundland government. So when this idea was in my head, and it was, well, is this really going to work? Like, this is I don't know. We'll see if we don't know. Let's just give it a go. And we came up with a plan, and the Newfoundland government was there with a funding model to help us really do a proof of concept, and that was instrumental in getting us out the door, making this somewhat of a reality. And then also going forward with business development assistance, that was also there, and then also Genesis provided a lot of that too. So I can't really say thank you enough to both the government and Genesis and the individuals in there that helped us, and the other members of the team in Genesis. Also, thanks to my family. They had to put up with me going off to Montreal and working with Suncor, and then something would go wrong, and I'd be tearing my hair out in the hotel room going, what happened here? Air Canada was pretty rough on this thing, because that was what it was, going through customs or going through security, so making sure it worked, and then being out the door the next morning at like 4 a.m. to work with the guys there at Suncor was amazing. And then my wife was there listening to me rant about the problems I was having. And yeah, so thanks to my wife and my daughter and my father-in-law. They were huge supporters in our company and getting out the door. So I think I've taken enough time, but I'll call up the next one. I won't call them up. But thank you.
Thanks so much. Great outfit, by the way. Looks familiar. All right. Next, we have BenchBoss. So about BenchBoss, BenchBoss provides live game analysis. It's a live game analysis tool for the world of sports. So the BenchBoss platform facilitates game data analytics, which can be used for coaching and assessing with data, including statistics, shot charts, player development tracking, just all kinds of really cool stuff that's needed in that space as a parent of two kids who are in that set of events. 21 and 22 has been a great year for the growth of BenchBoss. They've now got 150 paid teams across 8 provinces in Canada. That's really huge. They're in the middle of a highly successful pilot program with FIBA and 8 female youth teams in the United Kingdom. You know, they have an opportunity to do the statistics for the games for the Newfoundland Growlers, which is really great. And they're projecting to reach over 500 teams this year, including entry into the U.S. market. So it's really amazing. So we'll get Ian Coultis to come up and accept the award and say a few words.
Remind them to go to the Seahawks.
That's right, I will.
Yeah, like Dr. Timmons said, I coach the men's team at Memorial. So, you know, if you're looking for a good event this year, we got a really good team this year. So, and we're using BenchBoss every practice, every game. It's really been great for us. But I won't speak long. Just want to first thing I want to do is thank my co-founder, Dave D'Entremont. Dave is just a huge, part of the success of BenchBoss. I haven't told this story much, but I know the morning we were supposed to pitch for the Evolution program, I wrote Dave at 4 a.m. Dave, I can't do it. I'm not feeling good. Presentation's not good. And Dave is just always that steady voice, always pushing me to make sure, no, we can do it. And to his credit, presentation went well that day. I think at that time I was nervous to be pitching, and to the point now where, I could pitch for anybody. If you want to stick around the lobby or something, I'll pitch for you. No sweat. But, even a couple years ago, that was very difficult. So that also support, just thanks to the Genesis team. Obviously, Michelle, the leadership you provide. I think you do a great job of just building a great team. I mean, Andrew Goldsworthy is someone who text, email, call. He'll just always make sure the business is moving. Things are where they should be. If they're not, he's in your ear, trying to help you. I think Genesis they're problem solvers. So anytime we've had an issue, and for us as a sports business, when COVID happened and sports shut down, it was challenging, and we didn't know what we were going to do. But the team at Genesis was always had your back. Always were trying to help you. So just major thanks to everybody there, and even Liam got us started, and I know Andrew Simmons, Colin, so many people that have helped along the way. But very appreciative. Feel like we've not only grown our business, but definitely grown as people. So thanks so much for everything you've done. Thank you.
Thanks, Steve.
Congrats. Go Seahawks. Go Hawks. All right. So next we have the company Caster, and unfortunately Govinda and Asa couldn't make it today, so Andrew will come up and accept the plaque on behalf of Caster. Caster was the fastest Genesis company to achieve the actual goal of 1 million ARR. So, I mean, they're a wonderful company doing amazing things in the world of live and online streaming. They're in Amsterdam at a conference. All right. So next we have the amazing Granville Biomedical. A little bit about Granville. Granville is a specialist in the design of lifelike anatomical pelvic health models that help address the lack of hands-on teaching opportunities and patient education within women's health. Granville is a fully women-led venture with a diverse female team of designers, engineers, nurses, and researchers. They're distributing pelvic health and educational models through 11 countries already, which is fantastic and amazing. Christine, the CEO, Christine Gowdy, was the recipient of Atlantic Business Magazine's Top 50 CEOs in Atlantic Canada for 2022. Round of applause. And this is really what I love about this is, they've even launched an inaugural Biomedical Award Scholarship in 2022 for the Nova Scotia College of Art and Design. So just giving back to the community, and that's what we are all about here at Genesis, and such a wonderful story. So I'll invite Christine to come up and get the award and say a few words. Oh, and Crystal, sorry.
you, Crystal. Hi, thanks for that. So on behalf of Crystal and myself, we just want to say thanks to the Genesis Center. It's been a great 3 years. A lot of highlights to reflect back upon. It's been a really wild and wacky road, as you can imagine, but we came to the Genesis Center in 2019. We were a bit of a unicorn venture to begin with, but in a different way as a unicorn. We were 2 women with a fully female team working in women's health, and we wanted to produce and manufacture basically women's health body parts and ship them all over the world. So it was kind of interesting. So I don't think Genesis saw a company like ours come through the doors before we showed up. So it was kind of interesting. So the 3 years that we were with Genesis, we had some great highlights. We launched our inaugural scholarship, which was great. We launched our flagship product and now sell into 11 countries. That's pretty exciting for us. We also distribute throughout Australia, which has been fantastic. We developed a pelvic exam swab, a COVID-19 swab. Minister Parsons was actually one of our guinea pigs when we were going through that design process, so thank you for that. That was great. And also an oral swab. So we really went down that swab rabbit hole, which we did not expect. We filed 3 patents. 1 patent is actually being finalized today. So that's been interesting to try to get through that this morning and then show up here for the graduation. And we launched an initiative called Operation Period, where we raised money for women in need to buy menstrual products locally. So we tried to make a difference by giving back. So we just want to thank the Genesis Center for all the opportunities. We couldn't have done all that without you guys. The support was incredible. We're really excited to be part of that program, the Enterprise program. We're sad to leave, so we're hoping they don't boot us out right away. But we're excited about the future too and what the next step is going to be. There's a quote by David Bowie actually comes to mind, and he said once upon a time, I don't know where I'm going to go from here, but I know it's not going to be boring. So I think that's applicable. So thank you so much.
I hope it's okay. I'm going to steal that quote a lot. That is really cool. I like that. Next up, we have Hike. So Hike is a pioneer in decision intelligence. It's a new market category that transcends customer engagement and reimagines the relationship between businesses and their customers. You know, when Andrew and I talk about Hike, we think, I mean, you're 5 years ahead of the curve, Sid. And you know, personally, Sid, I really enjoy our discussions and interactions. You come on up, and yeah, I'll let you take it from here.
This is my better stuff. No, I don't know. I just
Thank you. I have actually a long list of people and organizations to thank, but I'm going to organize that in a very short way. First, I want to thank, if not the best, one of the best listeners in the world. Thank you, Michelle. And then this list goes on, but all have one thing in common, that I'm going to use that. 18 employees of Hike and I are grateful to call Newfoundland and Labrador home. And thank you, home. Thank you, Newfoundland and Labrador, and all people that helped us to get here. And I can promise that we'll get much, much further. Thank you all.
That's what I love about Sid. Few words, but very, very poignant. All right. Next, we have Milk Movement. Has anyone heard of Milk Movement? Anyone here? So as we all know, Milk Movement had a great year, raised $20 million in a Series A round. Round of applause for that, I think. I think that's a big one. Sorry? 20 million US, so like 70 million Canadian. So Milk Movement connects all the players in the raw milk supply chain with features for transportation monitoring, production tracking, quality monitoring, producer payment. It's the only tool that a team needs to manage the whole raw milk supply chain. It's quite amazing what they've done. So Kenny Harris is here to accept the award, and I believe we have someone online who will be able to give a little bit of a talk. Is that correct?
I believe so. Do you guys have a Zoom link for Rob?
Yes, we do. Holy moly, what do you know? Here's Rob.
Hey, how are you? Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Awesome, thanks. Sorry I can't be there today, and John's in the States with a client right now, but we didn't want to miss this. And thanks, Kenny, for being there as well. So actually, I wanted to just quickly give maybe a history on John and my experience at Genesis. I don't think most people know, but back in 2013, I actually did my work term at Genesis. And back when we had Popcorn Fridays days, and there's a lot of good founders there that I've kept in contact, but sitting in the room and seeing founders and seeing them be successful, sitting with the guys at Verafin and things like that, opened my eyes that this was a possibility. And so it's been pretty cool later to come in in a different way. John was actually a work term student after me, I think 2014 or 15. We both worked for Michelle, which was a lot of fun. She went kind on us. And then, John's dad, Dave King, as well, who I'm sure many of you are aware of his roots at Genesis. So getting accepted and signing that agreement was pretty cool a few years back. And now can't help but think we were, 5 employees, a handful of employees that day. And now we're 60 as of this week across North America. So exciting times, and really just goes to show the support. I think I'm happy to see ACOA there, the Newfoundland government, federal government, and Genesis. And, it really takes a village, and we definitely feel supported. So thank you so much. And Kenny's a very appropriate person. He's our sales guru, rock star, whatever you want to call him. So he deserves to be there more than John and I anyways. So thank you all. Appreciate it. Oh, and Minister Parsons, I saw his head, but he better be wearing his movement socks. I can't see his feet, but if not, give him the gears. Thanks all.
Shout out to Minister Parsons. Shout out to Minister Parsons. Oh, you forgot the socks. No socks. That's all right. Up next, we have Oliver POS. So Oliver POS brings the power of your online store to your physical store with no syncing issues, no headaches. Oliver aims to simplify the omni-channel retail by providing small business owners a convenient and customizable solution to selling online and in-store. And Oliver is killing it. Oliver's doing fantastic. So had a $3.2 million seed round. Fantastic. European seed round. A little round of applause for that. Oliver has all kinds of amazing deals with telecommunications leaders, revolutionizing the future of the POS industry. So I think we'll have Matthias probably come up and accept the award and say a few words, I would assume. You're not shy?
No, it's all good. Yeah, hey everyone. So I also didn't get the briefing or the note about saying thanks, but I would like to take the opportunity to say thanks to my team, first of all, which is now 41 employees today across 3 continents. We sell now in 6 continents. We've been powering through COVID and having a lot of fun doing so, and proudly building it here in the province. Not originally from here, so I'm extra proud of all of the support we've gotten from Genesis, ACOA, the province, and so forth. So thank you very much to the Genesis team. And have had a lot of help from the family too, growing the company over the last couple of years. So thanks very much.
Thank you, Matthias. And last but certainly not least, just alphabetically, we have Tech Squad. So Tech Squad helps your team improve their sales and service through team-based texting with their customers. Tech Squad now has notable customer success stories with the school lunch programs here in Newfoundland and McDonald's and other associations around the country. And during the last 12 months of the program, their active users have gone up 7 times. The number of paying customers have gone up 9 times. And they're actually on track to break $100,000 in SaaS revenue in 2022, expecting to reach $1 million in 2023. Looking at you, Josh. Come on up.
Everybody loves the last speaker. I did get the message about the speech, so sit back. When about 3 years ago, we were working on an enterprise contract down in the US. We were doing consulting. So we're kind of a consulting slash SaaS company. And we saw a gap in the market in texting, and we spent like months just sitting on it. There was just no tool to fill the gap. And I ran into Michelle and Angelo at an event, and they were like, Angelo was like, get here and pitch it to this, the Evolution program. So that was in fall 2019. And I think Patrick, who's here, was Patrick? Yeah, he was involved in that program and some great mentors. And all of a sudden we just showed up, and then it became real. And you realize that startups are all about execution, not about ideas. Like, I have an idea for a flying car, good luck, right? You know, ideas are not worth much, you gotta execute. And Genesis really got us on a ramp and got us going. And then we immediately entered the enterprise program. And then we had a platform built in Q1 in 2020 while running our consulting business. And then by the end of the year, we'd started to figure out what we were targeting. We're still kind of oscillating around in a few segments. We've got some promising customer segments. But in the last 6 months specifically, Andrew has helped us tie in our sales funnel, and we've really kind of started to scale now just in the last quarter. And it's really exciting, but you know, we can thank Genesis, but what it really is it is an incubator for startup life. It is an organization that focuses on your weaknesses and gets you going. Like, they never came at us from a technical perspective because we were strong in that space, but we really struggled in defining strategically what we were doing and where we were going. So to that end, everyone at Genesis, thank you so much for what you've done for us. Secondly, I'd like to thank all the supporting IET. We got in there as well. We wet our beak a little bit. Thanks so much. And NRC as well. And Alcoa, I'm going to come knocking. But yeah, all the support in the startup space around here is fantastic. So yeah, it's been fantastic. Finally, I'd like to thank our team. It's been fantastic. So guys, keep going, keep killing it. And Rainey online, good work. So to everybody here today, I'm the last one, so this is it. I'll see you all at the bar. Thank you so much.
Oh, Josh. For me? So this concludes the official part of the ceremony, and I don't know about you guys, but I think my cup has been a lot more filled today after hearing from all these amazing founders and their stories and just about the ecosystem and the community that's built here. It's so rewarding and so lovely. So thanks to the leadership team, obviously Michelle, thank you so much for everything you do for us. Colin and Andrew for the leadership you guys show. And on behalf of the team members of Genesis, thank you for creating a fail-friendly environment that's supportive and inclusive and fosters all the amazing talent and helps us do our best so we can do the best for the companies. Thanks to everyone who's attended today and to our speakers and our special guests. We're looking forward to the next big news items from all our founders. Let's see who comes out in the news. And each one of you, we know there's going to be amazing and wonderful things. So we're going to mingle here now for the next, we have an hour or so to mingle here. In about 30 minutes, I'll grab the founders. We'll go down and we'll sign the founders wall, which is kind of a nice ceremonial thing we do. So just keep your eyes out if I'm calling you around later. There are lots of food and drinks here. Everyone, please enjoy, and thanks so much for your time and attention today. Have a wonderful day. And I apologize. Can the founders come up front for a photo as well, please? All the founders come up front for a photo. Or the founder representatives come up for a photo. Josh? You don't need to keep the stand. Yeah. Dave, Ian.